Good afternoon. My name's Julie Hepburn, and I've been involved as a public member in a number of cancer-related research trials running over the last 7 years. I'm currently involved in the CABS study, which is cancer attitudes and behaviours during COVID. And it's looked at whether people's behaviour changed towards screening and help seeking for cancer during the pandemic. I was a co-applicant in putting forward a funding application in April 2020, right at the start of the pandemic, for this project, and we were successful in gaining funds from UK Research and Innovation and started in June. I became a member of the trial management group, which met regularly to run the trial, and I had worked with the researchers on a previously related trial, so I knew the group and I already had experience in the role of the public member. And this involved being an equal member of the trial management group and attending all the meetings, giving my opinions on various aspects of development, such as patient-facing documentation, consent forms, patient questionnaires, and patient information sheets, that sort of thing. I also read and commented on all the academic papers that were being produced, and I was listed as an author on many of them. I had been a member, and I still am a member, on several trial management groups, so I was able to use the skills that I developed during this project. But I also learned and experienced a few new activities and skills too. We produced an infographic at the end of the project aimed at the public to explain the trial and its results. And this was a sort of animated pictures with a voiceover. I worked closely with 2 researchers on this, and it was professionally produced by an external company, and it is being used now in publicising the results. And if you want to see it, it's on the CABS website, which you can access through Cardiff University. I also took part in a webinar with Kate Brain, the Chief Investigator, in December last year. And again, this was a new experience for me. And this webinar was set up by the Wales Cancer Alliance, who are a group of 23 cancer-related charities working in Wales. And it was aimed at members of the public to inform them about the trial. As I said, it was a new experience for me, but Kate and I worked together to prepare the presentation and also to try to work out the sort of questions that might be asked by people after we formally presented. I felt it did work well, and it gave me more confidence in taking on future webinars. And in fact, I had an opportunity at the end of January this year to step in at the last moment on a question and answer panel for the Marie Curie Centre for their national annual conference. CABS is now coming to an end, but I have been asked to help to prepare a funding bid from the same team for a related project, so it has led on to some extra work. In terms of advice to researchers wanting to involve the public, I think it's really important to get the public involved in a research project at a very early stage. Funders like to see that the public have been involved in the design of a trial right from the beginning. And a member of the public often sees things in different ways from a researcher, and perhaps sometimes pick up some issues which could be raised by an ethics committee at a later stage, and provide the answers at that early stage and get it into the proposal, which can save time going to ethics. Researchers won't have the funds to support the help given by the public at this stage, but Health and Research Care Wales do. And they have an enabling involvement fund to provide this and help you to recruit the public members that you need. But you need to apply early, as recruitment might take a few weeks. Also, look at the UK standards for public involvement. They'll help you to work effectively with your public and support them once they've been recruited and throughout the project. And if you want more information on both these things I've just mentioned, that's available through the Health and Care Research Wales website. So there are other people wanting to speak to you this afternoon, I know, and I will be there afterwards to answer any questions that anyone might want answered. Thank you.